Question 32 says, a company designs its packaging so that it is a cylinder with a diameter of 4 and a height of 7, with a cone on top that has a diameter of 4 and a height of 3. Find the volume of this figure and leave in terms of pi. Okay, y'all, I am not an artist, but I tried to draw this. A cylinder looks kind of like a can, and then we have an ice cream cone on top. So I'm going to use these two volume formulas. I'm going to use the cone and the cylinder formula. And when I find those two volumes separately, at the end I'm going to add them back together to get the volume of the entire figure. So to start off with, I'm going to find the volume of the cylinder. I need to know the radius and the height. And right now I know the diameter is 4 and the height is 7. But there's no place that I can plug d into my formula. I have to turn that into a radius. So to turn a diameter into a radius, you would divide it by 2. So my radius is 2. So now I have enough information to plug in. Pi times the radius squared times the height. And we want to leave it in terms of pi. So we're not going to type pi into our calculator. We're just going to do the rest. We're going to do 2 squared is 4. And 4 times 7 is 28. So this is going to give us 28 pi. That's for the cylinder. Now we want to also do the cone. So notice in our cone formula, we need to know the radius and the height. So let's see what we have. We have the cone has a diameter of 4 and a height of 3. Well, again, there's no place to plug d for diameter into my formula, so I need to change that to a radius. So I would divide it by 2, and my radius is 2. So to do the cone, I would do 1/3 pi times my radius squared times my height. If you have a TI-30XS calculator, you can type it in exactly how it looks. 1/3. I'm going to show you how to do it as well if you don't have a calculator like this. But let me strongly encourage you to get one because you can use it on your milestone. Alright, so the volume of our cone is 4 pi. If you don't have a calculator like this, you could just do it piece by piece. So you could say 2 squared, which is 2 times 2 is 4. 4 times 3 is 12. So far I've just taken care of the 2 squared times 3. And then to do a fraction, if you don't have a fraction button, you can always multiply by the top number and then divide by the bottom number. So I could do 12 times 1, which of course is still 12, and then I could divide it by 3. And that gives me 4, and then you would just put your pi back on your answer. So either way, our volume here is 4 pi. And then to get our total, we would want to add our two volumes together. 28 pi plus 4 pi. And that would give us our volume. And of course, volume is always units cubed.